favorite, can't even call it that. My go-to game, Justice Stars Ultimate, you know? Here you have, Superman, Goku, question mark. Oh look, there's Scorpion. Let's see. Widen the list. Batman, Catwoman. Yeah, you get the point. Alright. But in all actuality, today I would like to discuss the hypocrisy revolving around what I believe, in which case, what should be respected as the best Sonic game. I mean, if you disagree, that's fine, because I know Adventure 2 is a personal favorite for a lot of people, but, you know, let's just discuss it. So, the game I'm talking about, as far as the hypocrisy is concerned, Sonic Unleashed. Back when the first time it came out, I think 2008, I don't remember the exact date, but I do remember it being in October. But when I first picked up the game on the PS2, I didn't have a PS3 at the time, so it was a lackluster experience. I loved the game at the time, but I knew that the PS2 just doesn't work for it. And, so while I was playing the game, I enjoyed myself. I feel like I'm gonna ramble at this point, but even while I enjoyed myself, there's always something a little off about the game. Unfortunately, this is again the PS2 and Wii version. Well, I played the PS2 version, but you know, the PS2 and Wii version, the highest esteemed versions of the game, for whatever reason. You know, how IGN rated it, both 7.5 out of 10, what it, HD versions on the PS3 and Xbox got like, oh, I don't know, like 5.5 or so and such out of 10. It's kind of dumb to me. Again, this is coming from someone who did play the PS3. Did I just say PS3? Good God, I'm losing my fucking mind over here. I gotta stop smoking all that opium, dude. This is coming from someone who did play the PS2 version. And, PS2 version was, again, not very good at all. It's unfortunate to say that, but, like, in production value, because Unleashed was the last Sonic game to have true production value, no matter what anybody says. The reason that Sonic Forces is so lacking, and Generations and Colors by the other half of that, because Sega blew their budget on Unleashed, and people just shit on the game. So Sega fired the people who worked on it, which really shouldn't have happened because they did an awesome job with the game, but nobody wanted to appreciate it. Therefore, Sega threw them out, and these are the same people, well, some of the same people working on Super Mario Odyssey, which, I'm just going to say this now, I think Mario Odyssey is really overrated, what it is. I mean, if you like the game, I'm not going to bash you for it, but, you know, for all the people in the Sonic community who were like, oh, Sonic Unleashed sucks. I grew up with the series, so you know, I have experience talking about the games. If you're talking about the PS2 version and the Wii version, yes, they do in fact suck, which I will get into later, but PS3 and the Xbox 360 versions were beautiful. You could play the game majority of the time on 60 FPS. I mean, given the game had some lag at some points because the performance would drop from how much shit was on the screen at once. I mean, say whatever you will about Generations and Colors, because Generation for the PC is amazing. But, like, for modding wise, Generations still doesn't hold a candle to Unleashed. Number one, the boost gameplay was dubbed down, which, you know, in Sonic Unleashed you had a sense of real speed when you were boosting. It wasn't just some, oh hey, you're going faster now. No, you felt the thrill of it. Because the stage was designed, well, the day stages anyways, were designed to fit what you were playing. They were designed to make you feel like you were going fast. Which, I guess you could say Generations does too, but not to the extent that I would praise, like with Unleashed. Unleashed did such a good job with it. Not to mention the other qualities which it knocked out of the park, which, saying which a lot. And, for the other reasons why Generations is not as good of an experience as everybody says it is, Generations also had the annoying thing of how its story was presented, because it was so shoehorned in. Oh, and let me point this out. The writers for Generations and Colors and the past two Sonic games have been really shitty. Like, these writers, you might recognize them from a series called Happy Tree Friends. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. I'm so sorry. They really don't know what the actual fuck they're doing. These people started writing Sonic for Sonic Colors and didn't know what the hell they were talking about, to the point where you have all these plot holes, which, okay, Colors is fine. The Japanese script, they had to rewrite the whole fucking script because of how bad it was from the English version. It's really, really sad. But, hey, that's what you get when you fire all of your best writers for the stories for your past few games, because, oh, the fans didn't like the game, so, you know, might as well. Hell! I mean, if 06, you actually took the time, Sega, to finish the fucking game, instead of rushing it like you did with, well, a few of your other games like Sonic Boom and whatnot. I wonder why that game was bad. Wii U, rush development. Something about that just doesn't feel right, you know? So, Unleashed, its writers were gone. They had to hire new ones, because Sega was still 4 kids at the time. This lasted until Sonic and the Black Knight in 2009, and that was the last time you ever heard from, well, most of the VAs, besides Mike Pollock, which everybody loves Mike Pollock. But, as a YouTuber named Cooper Castile pointed out at the time, the voice actor for Eggman in the adventure games and Heroes was better. Dean Bristow, which unfortunately he passed away back in 2005, I believe. Which ironically, the Japanese voice for Eggman, the original one, before Forces, passed away in 2015. In the same day of the same month. The coincidence is so uncanny, I don't even know where to begin. But, yeah, Dean Bristow is a better voice for Eggman. But, Mike Pollock isn't doing too bad of a job. I just wish, you know, the writers weren't hacks and knew how to write their characters. Otherwise, you know, we get a script like Unleashed, which, okay, a few voice actors for the English dub of Unleashed really bother me, but that's pretty much it. Say, the Werehog being Jason Griffith when he's already doing Sonic. They should have hired someone else to do it like the Japanese dub does. But otherwise, the only other person that really bothers me is probably Chip, and why he doesn't sound as charming as his Japanese version, which, you know, sounds like a child, which that's mostly where the charm comes for Chip. If you don't like Chip, you probably played the English dub and found his voice annoying. As the Completionist did, which, I gotta say, his review of Sonic Unleashed recently, which I don't know why the hell it took him that long to get to it, in all honesty, was so underwhelming that I honestly... Okay, I even typed this in the comment section of the video. The video was so literally underwhelming. 22 minutes to review a game that deserves so much more. And it was bullshit. Because you can tell he was kind of bandwagoning. I fucking hate when people bandwagon, in all honesty. It's so disgusting. That's why I think most fandoms are bad nowadays. Hell, that's the main problem with the fucking Sonic fandom. It's the fucking bandwagon from outside sources. Such as, oh, I don't know, the Game Grumps and mainly Egoraptor. Oh, by the way, Egoraptor fucking hates Sonic. Big surprise there, nobody fucking cares. Except for, the fucking clan of supporters who believe without a doubt that what Aaron has to say is the goddamn Bible. Or the Torah, or the Quran, or whatever fucking holy book. So they literally suck this man's dick any turn they can get by listening to him. They bought into the whole thing where, oh hey, Sonic Adventure 1 is such a glitchy mess. Because they played the director's cut, DX. It was like, oh, wow, this glitch right here prevents me from crossing the bridge. Aren't Sonic games just the worst, guys? You know? And I don't even know what the fucking to say to that. It was... See, his problem was... He probably just moved the stick into another direction, which you're not supposed to do during that section. You're just supposed to hold forward. Therefore, nothing bad can happen. But no. So Aaron made a point of bringing out the problem when it was his simple fucking mistake. Again, pointed out by Cooper Castile, YouTuber. So, during that video, with the Game Grumps, all they ever do is point out, well, okay, I won't say all they ever do, but like, most of the time, they usually just point out the bad shit with the game. Like, yeah, thank you. But for, Sonic and the Black Knight, what fucking Aaron did was, he said, oh, this game is bad. One of his cohorts asks him, how do you know the game is bad? Oh, because people told me the game was bad. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, but the game is bad, but I've never played it for my fucking self. He's probably never seen the game before either. So, you know, how fucking valid is that opinion exactly? I'll tell you how much. It's about as valid as my, my fucking dick extension last week, dude. Yeah. Back on topic. Of how much bullshit that was. I won't blame everything on the Game Grumps. Because they could be worse. They could be IGN. And again, the only problem I have with the Game Grumps is, yeah, I know it's you, Micah. Don't worry. Sup, dude. But, the only problem I really have with the fucking Game Grumps is Aaron. I don't like Egoraptor whatsoever. I mean, if you disagree with me, that's fine and all. I don't really care, but I really don't like him. I kinda think he's a Nintendo-tard, to be honest. You think of that what you will, but hey, could be worse. At least I'm not finishing that sentence, by the way. I'm letting you fill in the blanks. Leave things to the imagination. But anyways, back on topic. So, you have people like the Game Grumps again. You have IGN. Now, a reviewer that I also don't like, and this is most of the reviewers for Sonic Unleashed on YouTube. Some call me Johnny. I really don't fucking like his reviews whatsoever. I personally think he has a dick up his ass every single time he's talking. Except for Sonic Mania. No shocker, he's a classic fanboy. Yeah, who didn't see that one coming? With how he addresses the modern Sonic games. But, Johnny rated Unleashed so low for a bunch of stupid and shallow reasons. And these were all, or I won't say all, but a lot of these reasons were pointed out in a video by Cooper Castile. You'd think I was fucking merchandising at this point, but hey. So, some of the flaws in this video were pointed out by him, and I completely wholeheartedly agree with the ones that were brought up and addressed. Johnny is kind of one of those people who, and the main problem with Unleashed that people seem to have a lot of the time is the fucking warthog. He's exactly the kind of person who would dislike it because he just rushes through the game like most people do. It's like, oh, the fucking night sections are so fucking boring. It's like, because we're supposed to encourage you to explore, take your time, and enjoy the scenery and the music. Which, the battle music is really one of the biggest problems with the nighttime sections. The battles themselves are fun. Like, it's no Devil May Cry or God of War terms of death, but it's fun. You just have to get into the game and enjoy yourself, not play the first few nighttime levels and fucking quit like a bitch. Okay? I'm not talking about that pushy shit, guys. Come on, you should know better. Like, I mean, if you're honestly one of those people who just did that, for the sake of saying the game was bad, just fucking go home, you're drunk. To be honest. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you, dude. Because you can't play a game for like the first few fucking levels and just review it. I think there's a infamous YouTuber who does that shit. I forgot his name, but he was called out on it. You need to play the full fucking game to review it. I'm sorry. There's no excuse in the world you should have to quit a game that's good and review it up to like the first few levels of the game. That's dumb. It's dumb. I really shouldn't have to dub down my vocabulary to address how childish that is. That's like throwing away a perfectly good pizza because you didn't fucking like the delivery man or some gay shit like that. Why is that relevant exactly? Well, people actually fucking do this shit. And they think it's fucking funny, too. I've never understood why, but hey. They can do them, I'll do me, we won't do each other, you know? I personally think that shit's really scummy. Hence the point of this review in the first place. Let's see. Oh, what else about Unleashed? As far as where it holds on to in terms of production value for Sonic games, I think it honestly blows, well, it obviously blows 06 out of the water, but the adventure games too. Like, I don't even think the adventure games had so much love put into them. Of course, Sega was still recovering after the travesty that was 06. Which, some people like 06, and that's fine and all. You can legitimately defend the game. I personally think that the game could have been great. Fucking fantastic, even. If Sega just didn't fucking rush it, or do any shit that would prevent the game from reaching tip-top shape. But you're welcome to love or hate the game. I'm not here to tell you how to feel about things. I'm here to tell you why a certain game shouldn't have been overlooked for the sake of people wanting to bitch for no reason. And most of the Sonic fandom is just bitching. Oh, it was Unleashed. Easily. Okay, I played Generations 2 for the PS3, but in all honesty, it didn't have as much content. It's kind of another point I want to bring up, is the fact that the levels in Generations were so short. They kind of ended really fast, but this is nothing like how fucking short the stages were in Sonic Forces. It's my main complaint with the game. Despite not thinking the game is bad, it's really disappointing. It's a game for filthy casuals and plebs. If you want a really big boy Sonic game, quote unquote, just play Generations. And then go back to Unleashed. Yeah, fuck that. Go back to Unleashed and tell me that Generations looks better. Even though, I don't even think the budget for Generations was that high in the first place. Oh yeah, and Generations and Colors have this inconsistency. Oh, it's a giant-ass inconsistency when I think about it. So the reason you don't see Supersonic in Colors in the main story is because writers didn't even know what the fuck Supersonic really was. And I just want you to think about that. Just how inept that makes them sound. And it really does its job of making them sound really inept. Like, of all the choices Sega could have chosen for the Sonic games. Well, I mean, these people, both of them didn't even know what the fuck a Sonic was when they started writing the script for Colors. By the time they knew in Generations, they just shoehorned in a bunch of characters with the lame excuse of, okay, given it was Sonic's anniversary at the time, they shoe in a bunch of the other characters for the sake of having them there. That's why at the end of the game, you literally see almost everyone from the past few games, besides Big the Cat, for obvious reasons. Because, you know, IGN wants to, you know, fuck Big the Cat up the ass. As they pointed out so kindly in their review of, the trailers for Sonic Mania and Sonic, well, not Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Forces, which was Project Sonic 2017. So beautifully named, you know. Seriously, so many things could have been done with fucking Forces. There was no innovation in Forces. Oh, and guess who was writing Forces? The same goddamn people. I miss when the Japanese members were writing Sonic, you know. At least they knew what the actual hell they were coming up with. Again, if 06 was polished and finished, we wouldn't have that problem with... wouldn't have as many problems with inconsistency and maybe princess kissing and gameplay problems as we had with, well, 06. But you know what happened after the flack the fans gave Unleashed? They fired those people for no fucking reason. Unleashed is fine. But but you know, guess what the same people switched to working on? That's right, everybody's favorite game of 2017, Super Mario Odyssey. But what did Super Mario Odyssey get? Oh, fucking almost 10 out of 10s, you know? Usual up there, Breath of the Wild as Game of the Year. Well, okay, by that logic, then Unleashed should have the same spot since it did more. I mean, Super Mario Odyssey is... graphically, it looks sound, okay, I'll give it that. But it doesn't have the beauty of the cutscenes from Sonic Unleashed. Good God, the cutscenes from Sonic Unleashed were fucking Pixar value. Don't believe me? Watch the pre-rendered cutscenes. I really don't remember the company that made them, but, you know, when they made them, they knew what the hell they were doing. You know, unlike the, the pre-renders for the newer Sonic games. I can't even really call them pre-renders without getting this foul, disgusting lurch in my throat. Oh god. But they... I'm sorry, Mario Odyssey does not look graphically better than Sonic Unleashed. Given the frame rate would tank on certain stages, but that's because the stages were filled to the brim with so much shit, and they were still running on the same engine to render all of that shit while you were running as fast as possible. You can see the problem with rendering then. Hell, I'm pretty sure Odyssey might have some frame drops here and there. No game is perfect. I'm not saying that it is. That Unleashed is. But as far as how Unleashed stands as a game, for fuck's sake, the game was basically Odyssey with Sonic as both himself and the Werehog. I mean, given it, if you didn't like the Werehog for whatever fucking reason, yeah, usually they all are the same. Oh, boring gameplay style, didn't like the look of, you know. I didn't like the furry. Yeah, thank you. I mean, where was the respect last year? Because even Sonic Forces cutscenes didn't look like they're on par with Unleashed pre-renders. That's sad. It's still the best Sonic game to date, production value wise. I mean, what the hell did Forces do? I'll tell you what, it didn't do jack shit. Forces was a game that wanted to leave you just satisfied. No, not even. If you were satisfied, you'd have to be like really fucking casual. Forces just wanted you to fucking play the game. You know, a game that's so short you barely play through any of it. Hell, they even made you pay to play as fucking Super Sonic. This is after the mod came out for the PC. What the fuck were they thinking? What the fuck were they actually thinking? And I love how at the very end of the game, where they could have used Super Sonic again, you know, have a super custom character and a super fucking classic Sonic, which nobody really wanted anything to do with in Sonic Forces to fucking begin with. I also think that classic Sonic and fucking modern Sonic should just stay separate. In all honesty, there's no point in putting them together. You just get a fucking fuck ton of a mess then. I mean, Generations, sure, it was okay the first time you see it, but does anyone ever really play through the classic stages as much as they play through the modern stages? No. I mean, admit it, for all the people who love Generations, it's the same problem as people have with fucking Unleashed. I mean, given that classic Sonic is not slow, but hey, fuck off, you know? The Werehog is not a fucking problem, the fucking player is. Because apparently everybody's got a short-ass attention span nowadays, and that's why Narutards and DBZ-tards fucking exist. No, wait. Narutards, DBZ-tards, one pussies. Yeah, that's why they exist. They want simplistic shit so they can escape the mundaneness of their lives, which I understand. That's why they're popular, as is. Hell, One Piece has a bajillion times better writing than fucking Naruto does, and by extension has better writing than DBZ does, because DBZ is at its best during the fights. There's some filler in DBZ. believe you me. But, in terms of the quality of the filler, it's usually hit or miss. Naruto's filler, on the other hand, I would bring them up, but I'd have to crucify myself for how fucking gay. For how gay, you know, that would... I can't even say it. I would get really, really gay if I even mentioned the word Steven Universe to anyone. But, in terms of quality drop from fandom to fandom, I mean, I believe the Bleach fandom is one of the chillest ones out there, given they had their grievances in the past. Oh yeah, that was pretty funny. How'd you like that, Power Scalers? Here you have Master Roshi slapping Jiren out of the ring. You must appreciate that much, right? Roshi was the real MVP of the Tournament of Power, dude. Believe you me. Roshi put on the fucking show. He made Goku look like a fucking bitch. He made Vegeta cry like a little baby. You know, just like Frieza said he would. He made Krillin into a homosexual. It's like, oh, 3 kills, Krillin? Hold my fucking beer. I got you one better. Alright, I bet you 50 billion zenny I can whoop Jiren right now. He's like, alright, I'll take on that bet. He's like, yeah, eat my ass, Krillin. He fucking beats Jiren in one punch. Yeah, how do you like this? One punch Roshi, dude. Pitching the best anime ever. All we have to do is get Funimation on board, and we're done. But, all jokes aside. Let's see. Bleach, Sonic fandom is still the Sonic fandom. I can't state where they stand without running into complications. Because there's always Chris Chan and Sammy, you know, the legitimately worst Sonic fanboys out there. You cannot get any worse. Especially not with Chris Chan. Chris Chan is just a fucking horror story. You would find that in, like, I don't know, a Hollywood production movie like the Blair Witch Project. That's how much of a nightmare Chris Chan's actual story is. Following the adventures of Sonic Shoe. oh god. Oh god. The fact that... Oh yeah, I forgot that he released a porno on YouTube. That's really awkward. I might need to vomit the taste of utter disgust out of my mouth in an hour or so. Oh god. But, anyways, back to Unleashed and Odyssey. Okay, so, going back to comparing Odyssey and Unleashed. Now, I'm sorry if this video has no structure, really. It's more of a baseline rant than anything else. Odyssey, when you think about it, wasn't really anything besides the next Super Mario Galaxy, but in real world. Only, I think that, oh hey, Mario's being innovative now. Not really. He's basically, he kind of turned into Mega Man in Odyssey, if I'm being honest. No, wait, does that really work? Mega Man's thing is different. Let's see. Oh no, he turned into M. Bison, I should say. With the fucking hat. Hey, I don't see why people are proclaiming the hat to be the next fucking best thing ever. When, Chip was a better fucking character than the fucking hat. Chip was a character that you should have cared about in the story. If you didn't care, okay, fuck right off. You were probably listening to the English dub anyways, where he sounded like a 40-year-old fucking virgin. Which, okay, Chip did sound like a 40-year-old fucking virgin. But that's why you switched to another fucking dub, you cunt. Good fucking grief. I'm addressing this because it's an actual fucking complaint. That's basically what the completionist said in his lackluster review. Oh, the dubbing is really bad. Well, because you dubbed it for English. Of course the English dub is fucking bad. It's written by 4 kids. The same people who made fucking Zorro sound like a goddamn squeaky kid in the damn One Piece. Yeah, I mean, I like Jason Griffith, but his werehog voice was absolute garbage. He sounds so gruff, like, not even in a good way. He was just, "Hey guys, what the heck is going on?" And that's basically Jason Griffith and Sonic Unleashes the Werehog. Amy was meh, didn't really care for her. Professor Pickle served a purpose. Professor Pickle, good god. Tails was alright, nothing spectacular. But Griffith as regular Sonic, he did a better job than people give him credit for. Again, Eggman's Mike Pollock, he needed some better direction with his lines. That's pretty much it. If not for that, would have been fine. Okay? I don't really mind Jason Griffith that much. 06, he was probably the blandest he's ever been. Sonic X, meh. From what I remember, he was okay in Sonic X. Nothing spectacular like an Unleashed. In Unleashed, you know, he gave his all in Unleashed. And I can applaud that. I can applaud a man with passion. Now, I'm not saying he's anything like Ryan Drummond. I know people love Ryan Drummond. I myself think he's the best Sonic voice actor too. But I think Griffith did do a good job trying to bring Sonic to life in the same way that Drummond did. At least he tried, unlike fucking Pizza Hut delivery man, fucking Roger Craig Smith. Good God, I could go on for hours about how awful Smith is as Sonic's VA. Oh, and if you ever seen the Sonic Zombies thing, yeah, you're probably wondering why the Pizza Hut thing is there. Roger Craig Smith used to do Pizza Hut commercials as a voice actor. Sega actually fucking hired this man to be Sonic's voice actor. It's like they wanted to create a meme. That's fine and all, guys. But good God, know your fucking audience, okay? We're not fucking sweaty nerds trying to buy pizza from fucking Pizza Hut. And good God, hearing how fucking nasally he is like he's an actual insult to fucking fans. Sweaty college nerds who live in the basement with their mothers. Like, seriously. Hey guys, it's me, Sonic the Hedgehog. Hey. Oh, I'm gonna have an orgasm right now. I'm trying to get in my Hummer. Hooba dooba. Whoa. And that is literally fucking dead on perfect how Craig Smith actually fucking sounds in these games. Given he's gotten better, I will give him that, he has gotten better, but he still sounds like a nasally fucking nerd to me. It's awful. Sonic shouldn't sound like a fucking 50-million-year-old fucking man wearing cargo shorts living in the fucking treehouse. I don't mind him as a person. I really don't mind Roger Craig Smith, or Yeah, Roger Craig Smith is a person. But he needs to get out of the role. He is so unfitting. I think he could probably do a better fucking Eggman, if I'm being honest. Who wouldn't want to hear a fucking nasally Eggman? It's like, hey Sonic, I've got you this time. Hey. I'm gonna blow up the moon, Sonic. You'll never see it coming. Whoa. I'm gonna kidnap Amy and the princess, Sonic. Try and stop me now. It's like that stupid ass Sonic parody where, you know, Nipples the enchilada fucking original the character Shadow. Good God. It's like that in terms of fucking quality for Roger Craig Smith. Good, just hire someone else. You can just have Kirk Thornton go for Sonic then, and I wouldn't mind. Not really. At least Kirk Thornton's a legitimate actor. Who doesn't like hearing fucking Itachi voice Shadow, the fucking hedgehog? I mean, for one, they're both fucking edgy characters. Even though I can't really imagine someone as... Okay, no, what am I saying? Shadow's a pretty smart character. He's not a musclehead like Knuckles is nowadays. Yeah, Shadow with fucking Kirk Thornton's not bad at all. Though Kirk Thornton wasn't good at first either when he was in Generations. Like, who remembers the line, "You got this, Sonic"? I was kind of appalled when I first heard that. It sounded so nasally. Oh, no, wait, sorry, not nasally. I'm thinking of Roger Craig Smith again. It sounded so fucking unfitting. Because I think Griffith did a good job with Shadow when he was voicing him. Then how Kirk Thornton started off. Now Thornton's gotten better, but he's not David Humphrey. Yeah, thank you. You got this, Sonic. Although, I think it was just that line that was bad, because you didn't really hear much from Shadow in Generations, outside from the grunting within his boss battle. Oh, wait. And inside the fucking final boss, which nobody wanted to shut the fuck up at all. Oh my god, you just hear it over and over and over and over and over fucking again. But, going back to Unleashed, for, Sonic's voice in Unleashed is the same as it's been since Sonic Adventure 1. Junichi Kanemaru is a fucking fantastic voice for Sonic. He is so fucking charming. Like, if you listen to the Japanese dub of any Sonic game, Junichi Sonic will capture your heart. And for the Werehog had a really charming voice too. He sounded tough, but he was nowhere near the cringe level of fucking Griffith's Werehog. Which, okay, I'm gonna kind of steal this from, again, Cooper Castile. It really feels like I'm endorsing the guy now. But hey, you can watch him if you want, but hey. So, during, the first time you hear Tomokazu Seki as the Wolfhog, again, because were means human, and I don't think anyone wants to call Sonic Sonic the Human Hog instead of Sonic the Wolfhog, which is pretty much exactly what the Werehog is. But Wolfhog's Sonic voice for the Japanese dub did such a better job. Unlike the direction that Griffith had, I'm pretty sure, during the English dub, at least Japanese, Wolfhog knew how to fuck the sound. Same with Chip's VA in Japanese. Chip had a so much better VA. Like, holy hell. Him actually sounding like a child was pretty charming. And it got me to like the character a lot more than I initially did. I never at one point hated Chip. Never. Because Chip was a good character. He was integral to the plot, whether he or Sonic knew it or not. He was cute. He gave us some of the funniest moments in the game, as well as the most childlike moments in the game. And whenever, and I think this is a good attention to detail, but whenever Sonic was the wolf hog in the cutscene, you could feel how sort of uninterested he was in a lot of ways. Because the wolf hog, in my opinion, is probably the most Sonic we've gotten. By that, let me explain. It's Sonic, humanized in a sense. A way that he doesn't want anybody to view him as, is the werehog. And I think it's done really, really, really well. They took advantage. Well advantage over what they were given for Sonic. For the Japanese dub. Especially towards the end of the game, where some of the more emotional lines came out, you can feel the actual weight and care that they felt for each other. It was there in the English dub, but like, Chip and Werehog's voice would just throw it off so fucking often that you honestly, you could tell the tone and the effort to create a believable friendship was there, but you didn't like how it sounded. Okay, it's just like, I know this is a fucking retarded example, like how I'm always talking about the fucking Trojan and Magnum thing. Oh fuck, wrong one. How I'm always like, oh, don't bother using a fucking Trojan when you're having sex. Use a fucking Magnum. You know, you're less likely to get the woman pregnant after all and get an STD, because Trojan fucking breaks easily. Despite the fact that Trojan is, of course, or Magnum is, of course, Trojan, you know, you probably understand what the fuck I mean. I mean, be real, people. Come on. Come on, man. Give me a fucking break. But, you know, that's what the English dub is to the Japanese dub. It's the bare minimum Trojan to Japanese dub's Magnum. It's sad. It's honestly really fucking pathetic. But again, this can kind of be blamed on 4Kids, as well as the kind of fucking sound effects you would get for the game too. Like, Sonic Unleashed had, again, oh for fuck's sake, I'm gonna endorse the guy at this rate. As the YouTuber Cooper Castile once again pointed out about the fucking sound effects in the game, it sounded like you were watching one of those old Hanna-Barbera cartoons. For fuck's sake. They... I don't even know where to begin with that. It was so awkward in the game. I'll be gone. Like how it sounded when you were pole vaulting yourself in Chunan. It sounded like the like boing 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 boing. It's a fucking SpongeBob-esque sound effect. I mean, come on. At least it's a goddamn AAA game. Don't make it sound like a damn SpongeBob episode. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. I know, right? Dragon Ball Z had a really goofy English dub. Especially if you watched it on Nicktoons. Oh, God. I'll send you to HFIL. The fuck's that? Oh, it's their word for hell, because they can't say it in front of the kiddies. Then why'd you put fucking GT on Nicktoons in the first fucking place? Might as well have given Toonami the rights to it. Nobody really liked the opening to begin with, so, you know, that's a plus. Toonami would have cut down in the opening time. For fuck's sake. Oh, yeah, even Sonic X's Japanese dub was fucking better than the English dub. Is Sonic X's dub, they actually fucking cursed. Like, they said up, like, you could hear Sonic saying the lines, shit. Take that, Shadow the Hedgehog, you weren't the edgiest fucking thing to come out of Sonic's mouth. That is an achievement. That is an achievement. Good grief. It's fucking awesome. I mean, you won't get berserk levels of fucking cursing in it, but, you know, Japanese dub wasn't afraid of fucking cursing in front of your face. It did not give a shit whatsoever what you thought. If you thought this was a kid's cartoon, well, you're right, and you're also fucking wrong. They have no fucking filter. Nothing really like English dubs do. I know that may be discouraging at first to hear, but hey. You don't have to like it, you just have to love it. Like Vegeta just did right now, he just loved my ass whooping that I just gave him, you know? Yeah. So I'm done with the voices. Okay, voices are leagues better than anything you'll get from Mario or the older Legend of Zelda games where, you know, they don't fucking talk at all. It's like, they just give you one line of dialogue and that's it. That's kind of a reason why I don't really like Mario games. You don't feel immersed enough, despite the fact that you're playing as a fucking fat-ass Italian plumber. Yeah, I don't fucking care about Sasuke. Yeah, you get, like, a fucking fat-ass plumber jumping around on fucking mushrooms, fucking a talking hat, fucking a bitch that you never even see her fucking, well, aside from a few sports fucking games, that you never see her fucking legs. So you don't really know what's down there. Hell, she could have a fucking dick and you would never know. It's that awkward. You know, that could be applied to basically almost everyone from Mario, really. Every woman, at least. You don't see their legs, you just see their fucking dress. Hell, I mean... In fucking Super Smash Bros., Peach doesn't even have legs when you try to lift up her skirt. She just has a fucking shadow. Not the Hedgehog, but, you know. Oh yeah, the original Gohan Black, you know. Yeah, I've said this joke way too many times. But hey, it's fucking true when you think about it. After all, don't shoot! This man isn't black! Best line ever for Dragon Ball Z. Just best line ever. I mean... Alright, I'm done. So another thing... Yeah, another thing I fundamentally disagree with how Super Mario Odyssey is treated is how... Basically... Okay, it's not innovative. I need to address that. It's very not fucking innovative. You want platforming? Okay, it's got some interesting platforming setups. I won't deduct from that. But as far as complexity goes, I'm trying to see why this game is praised a lot. Because if people really want innovation, just play Sonic Unleashed. You know, a game that fucking cared for it. Unlike, well, a lot of Mario games. I mean, sure, say Super Mario Maker was innovative all you want, but it's basically still just fucking Mario at the end of the day. How the sports games are more fucking innovative than the rest of Mario. That's actually pretty sad. Because, you know, the sports games aren't even the main fucking games. I'd feel bad for saying that, but hey. Do I look like a fucking Mario Nintendo tard to you? If I do, I apologize for being so fucking gay. Alright, you know what? Alright. Here, I'll give you this. It's time to assume the role of a fucking Nintendo tard. Let's defend Nintendo for taking down, oh, I don't know, Super Mario Bros. Z. You know, one of the most awesome ideas for a fan-made project ever. Just throw Mario and Sonic and Shadow and Luigi into a fucking Dragon Ball Z setting. Having to fight him out? No. But, hey, fuck the creator of that. He's a dickhead who just wanted to steal Nintendo's work. Fuck him. Fuck that asshole. Who cares about him? No, Nintendo deserves the rights to protect their prospective properties. Even though I'm pretty damn sure that he's given credit to Nintendo several fucking times. So calling it a fucking ripoff is just dumb. Oh, but Nintendo doesn't try to take down something that's a blatant fucking ripoff. Like this one stupid fucking game from the App Store that looks like Mario, but is called something else. I couldn't care less about it, to be honest, but I knew exactly what it was the first time I saw it. For fuck's sake. It's like Nintendo is a giant fucking bully. Huh, I wonder. Has Nintendo taken down any other fan-made project? Oh, wait. It's AM2. Yeah. Nintendo isn't as squeaky clean as some people like to pretend it is. But, you know, at the end of the day, nobody really is. Sega had those shitty fucking transactions in Sonic Forces. You wanted to play a Super Sonic, you had to pay for them. God damn it. Alright, the person who said that would be a good idea needs to be slapped in the side of the fucking head as hard as someone could possibly slap them. And they need to be just like... I don't know, just like... Who the fuck did that needs to... That was a terrible fucking idea. Fuck's sake, fucking hell. Oh, disappointment. I honestly think they should have spent more of their time just updating Smash 4 instead of going for Ultimate. Because all Ultimate is just hodgepodging every single Smash Bros. Game into it. Of course, the Smash Bros. Fans really got invested into Ultimate as soon as it came out. You're welcome to do whatever you want, guys. But I'm letting you know that they literally could have done this last game too. Hell, it even looks like the last game. I remember the first time I played Smash 4 for Wii U, and I remember how cheaply made Sonic's fucking smile was, and his animations. Brawl had better animations for Sonic than fucking 4 did. So at least Brawl gave him an actual smile. At least Brawl allowed his quills to flow up in the fucking air. I don't know if... I haven't paid much of attention to Ultimate, really, to, you know if they really paid that much attention to detail. But going by what I've seen thus far, I'm gonna say it's highly unlikely that they've done that. As simple as a fucking thing as that is, to have fucking physics where, you know, Sonic's hair would just blow the way that the momentum is pushing against him. You know, it'd be nice if it wasn't so cheap. I respect innovation, is what I'm saying. Innovation is very important. 4 and Ultimate aren't really innovative. Mashing all of the characters into one game isn't innovative. Because hell, Street Fighter could do the exact same thing, but you wouldn't call that innovative. It would just be adding characters to the roster. Which hell, some characters should have been in 4 to begin with. Hell, it's the same thing with Sonic Forces. You can't put a whole bunch of fucking characters into the same game and call it good. Especially not with how the last fight sequence played out. Good God, that fight sequence was atrocious. There's no choreography whatsoever. And everything was so fucking bland. It was so cheaply made. It was so rushed. Sonic Forces was not made within a span of 4 years. It couldn't have been. If it was, what the fuck was Sega doing? They all fucking blanking each other off? It sounds like they were with how little of a game Sonic Forces was. No innovation. Generations wasn't innovative either, if I'm being honest. Boost gameplay was from Unleashed. You know, Generations may have, like, tightened the controls. Because the biggest problem with Unleashed is Boost gameplay, and, like, it's the only really major fucking flaw, is how the homing attack is mapped to square with the air boost button. Homing attack should have been X as well. They're like in the other games. So you can jump, double jump, and homing attack. And then square, boost, air boost. And that's simple. But, for fuck's sake, for fuck's fucking sake, colors wasn't anywhere near innovative. Wisps were different, okay? I don't think wisps were much of a problem as people make them out to be. Besides the fact that sometimes they're mandatory, which you don't see the levels of Unleashed's creative level design and how forced, how forced you are to play with the wisps. That's why in Sonic Forces I was so glad they were just limited to boost energy and fucking weapons. That's fine. That gives you more explorative options. Of course, Sonic Forces was a short fucking game to begin with. I'm surprised Sega didn't bother trying to update that game. They could have made gold right there if they just put their fucking time and money into the game instead of just releasing a game for money. Given it did sold well enough to, you know, get some money back in their pocket for this fucking racing game. Which, okay. Still disappointed that fucking Roger Craig Smith is the voice for Sonic still. I think they would fucking learn. I just need to look up who the fucking current writers for Sonic games are. For the new Sonic games are. Because I guarantee you, the reason why Tails didn't do shit in Forces was because of the writers. Let's see. Gotta use my favorite thing ever, fucking Google. Google porn, Google homework, Google video games, Google more porn. Usual. Hey man, if Google wasn't perfect, we wouldn't have Bing. Bing. You guys like the Amazing Spider-Man 2 reference where Peter went on Bing instead of fucking Google? Fantastic fucking idea, right guys? Oh yeah. Best fucking thing ever. Good fucking grief. Let's see. Now these should be the same fucking people who worked on Happy Tree and Friends in the last few games. No, not Sega of Japan. Sega of America. Because Sega of Japan created fucking Yakuza. Where's the innovation there, Sega? I'll be completely honest. Sega of America should just give Sega Japan Sonic back. There should be no reason why Sonic's still here in America when Japan has a better hold over him. Japan knows how to write Sonic better than fucking America does. That's why Unleashed had such a good story. Unleashed had a story about as reliable, but it was even more so reliable than fucking, the classic games. Even Mania. Unleashed story wasn't complicated. It told you up front what the fuck was happening. Oh, Sonic gets on Eggman's ship. He attacks it. He basically beats Eggman if it wasn't for the trump card trap Eggman plan, which that was a really done scene, seeing Super Sonic in the first fucking cutscene of the game, which the cutscene was Pixar style, so you know, extra help. This is just like how in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Super Sonic, or Sonic jumps off Tails' plane, goes Super Sonic, gets onto the island and gets the fucking Chaos Emeralds punched out of him, excuse me, by Knuckles. So, we go to the end of the cutscene and gets all of the energy sapped out of him, as well as he gets Dark Gaia's energy trapped inside of him due to the transference back into the planet. Oh, by the way, completionists, if you need a reason why that happened, the game basically fucking told you. That's why he lost Dark Gaia's energy at the end of the fucking game. But I suppose you wouldn't care for that, would you? It wasn't in your face, was it? I'm not bashing anyone in this video, really. As much as I like to say my opinions, you know, I don't mean to actively seek to destroy somebody. It's not my thing. Unless someone needs to be actually fucking destroyed, I don't destroy them. So, Completionist kept on making this argument of how he hated how he didn't understand why the fuck the Werehog was in the game. Because it could have been Knuckles. It's the same fucking complaint everybody fucking makes, but at least he had the decency to say that he didn't hate the Werehog simply because of this stupid complaint. Okay? Actually, the Werehog's design is very creative. It's thought-provoking. That's brilliant. You want thought-provoking. Now, I won't say the Werehog's gameplay is perfect, because there are major flaws. Such as the battle music coming up every single fucking time you get into a battle. Tossing aside the level music, which the level music is fucking beautiful. And then there's also how, actually no. No. There may not be a dodge in the game, there is a fucking block. The block button will save you most of your ass kickings. You know, except for rare occasions when you're dealing with the big ass enemies. But all you have to do, upgrade your shit. Literally all you have to fucking do. Play the fucking game. How I see it, it's basically like Devil May Cry 4, in a sense. But, even though those two games came out at the same time of year, Sonic Unleashed is a finished game at least. It doesn't force you to go play through the game. Doing the exact same fucking thing. Where the whole game is a linear scenario where you even have to backtrack to the beginning of the game. That's good in certain cases, but not in this one. Devil May Cry 4 had good gameplay, but story definitely wasn't completed. Hell, Neo's Devil Trigger wasn't even completed during Devil May Cry 4's development. That's not good. That's terrible, even. But again, Devil May Cry 4 has the best hack and slash gameplay of the genre. Better than all of your fucking new God of War needs. Better than the old God of War too. But hey, we get into that, all of a sudden we get into territories where all these fucking fans come out of nowhere to attack your ass. You wouldn't be surprised. Of course, the internet's full of people. You should know exactly what I mean by that statement. Let's see. But for the love of God, fuck, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, actually, I lost my place, guys, sorry. Give me a moment. You know, it kinda helps that I don't play this game right now. I'd probably focus a lot better then, but hey, this is for your guys' entertainment, as I literally spent the whole time talking. But hey, oh yeah, the Werehog during certain sections doesn't have a drop shadow, which I guess is also pretty annoying. I can see the problem there. It's not hard to identify. It's fucking huge. Especially during Eggman Land. Which everybody hated, but Eggman Land is really brilliant when you look at it. It tests how much you were paying attention during the game. That's why it kicks everybody's ass. Eggman Land is supposed to teach you a lesson to not be simple-minded when you play a game. It's supposed to show you that your hard work will not go undervalued. And if you think it is, well, you know, well, I don't know what to say to you, basically. Eggman Land keeps you on your toes. It keeps you tip-top shape, secure. That should be the pinnacle of a platformer and of a Sonic game. It's about... Eggman Land's probably the most innovative thing in Sonic Unleashed, if I'm being completely honest. It's creative, it serves a fucking purpose. Besides to not be fucking mindless. It inspires you to try your hardest. I mean, if you get mad, who fucking cares? You know, get over yourself. Come back after you've, you know, drowned in the swimming pool or something. I don't know. Like, throw water in your face. You need to get over it. Hell, you can just go replay, like, past levels to really get the hang of the game. That's why the game's there. You know. That's why you farm lives. So if you have to leave the level, you can come back and get more experience and know what the hell you're doing. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Sonic Unleashed encourages you to enjoy yourself. Whether it's the spectacle that is the nighttime, or the daytime. The fun gameplay, which can be fun no matter what, if you're not just rushing through the game like a fucking Let's Player would. I'll tell you right now, Let's Players can give games a lot of bad rep, despite who they are. If they don't care about the game, you won't be expected to care either, more than likely. I'm just saying, guys, you know. You don't have to... You don't have to rush. You don't have to take your time, either. You just have to play the game and enjoy it. You can't do that. Actually, wait. Hold on, let me retract my phrase about taking your time. You don't have to go slow. You just have to enjoy the experience. Be enthralled with the plot, the gameplay, the setting. Let it take you away. That's what video games are for. They immerse you. Good video games always immerse you. Like Nier Automata. But I suppose, comparing Sonic to Nier Automata right now is a little bit ridiculous. Let's see. Alright, let's take a game that everybody loves again. Or, not again, everybody loves. Sonic Adventure 2. Which, it gets hate too now. I'm pretty sure that the Game Grumps had something to do with that too. Maybe just people in general, I don't fucking know. Nor do I really fucking care. But bloody hell. Adventure 2, okay, nice story and all. With Shadow and whatnot, there's character arcs. But Adventure 2 did not have nearly as good of a setup as Sonic Unleashed did. Sonic Unleashed gave you what you were doing in the first few fucking minutes. In Adventure 2, I mean, hell, there wasn't even a hub world in Adventure 2. The hub world in Unleashed adds to the overall experience of the game. That's what makes it good. Of course, most people didn't like the hub world for whatever reason. So most people just want to rush through things, take their time. I think not having a hub world in Adventure 2 really detracts from the feeling of an adventure. I mean, hell, Sonic Unleashed was advertised as Adventure 2. A world adventure. That was the premise. The premise of, well, yeah, the premise of an adventure is for it to feel like an adventure. And Sonic World Adventure, as it's known in Japan, otherwise known here in the shitty America, which, funny thing, America doesn't really get any representation on Unleashed. Not really. I mean, there's the, whatever city, fuck, whatever it's called, there's that, but it's not anywhere near the cutscenes. It was. I mean, it wasn't as massive as fucking, Adventure 1's, but, like, it was simple and straight to the point. All you had to do was explore. And it wasn't imposing either. Exploring didn't feel like, you know, you were left in a fucking jungle or maze. Which, once again, the Adventure 1 hub world, yeah. Oh, and Sonic Forces could have benefited from a hub world too. You know, it could have been something like, I can't believe I'm bringing this game up, but XCOM 2. I think I'm gonna be sick. Oh god, XCOM 2. XCOM 2 gives me PTSD, guys, I'm sorry. It's a sore spot for me. And I thought it was gonna be a good game. Well, I fucking played it, and I realized just how wrong I was. But at least XCOM 2 had a decency to make you feel like the world was actually on collapse. Everything was falling apart and whatnot. Sonic Forces, the only places presented is in the cutscenes. Sonic Unleashed, cutscenes and gameplay blend in really well. Sonic Forces, not so much. That's why Sonic Forces felt very lacking in terms of plot. It was so fucking inconsistent that, if you called it out on this bullshit, you'd probably be there all fucking day. If you think I'm joking. Sadly, I'm not. It's a major fucking complaint with the game. Oh, whoa, thanks, Luffy. Not beyond yourself. It's a sad complaint, but nonetheless, major. You can't not blend in gameplay and story and expect your game to immerse the character, immerse the player. Because Sonic Forces was supposed to immerse people. I felt like it was supposed to immerse me, but it didn't. Okay, nobody was immersed except for filthy fucking casuals. But hey, they would get immersed by a fucking beginner's porno. I'm sorry. In fact, I think Sonic Forces is the equivalent to Sonic's first porno. Interesting imagery there. fuck's sake. It's sad, but hey, who fucking cares? Sonic Forces. If you came for immersion, play a different fucking game. 9 times out of 10, you won't get what you came for. With how lifeless Sonic Forces is. And let's see. Sorry I got distracted right there. Oh, but in terms of immersion, Unleashed, it blends story and gameplay really, really fucking well. Yeah, in Japan. Yeah. What else does? Again, going back to Nier Automata, again, weird comparison to make. I'm sorry for that. But Nier Automata also made you feel immersed. You felt the apocalypse. Nier Automata was a better Sonic Forces than Sonic Forces was. Nier Automata was a complete game conceptually. There was nothing that felt out of place. It felt deliberate. And it had a better fucking production value. Because it left all the shitty people out. Even the soundtrack from Sonic Forces wasn't as good as, like, other games. I think Colors has a really underwhelming soundtrack, but, you know. At least it's not Sonic Forces. But I guess that can come down to anything, can it? Fuck's sake. Let's see. Stupid annoying ass bitch. Shit. Once again, sorry. For fuck's sake, lost my train of thought again. Maybe this game is a bit too distracting. Nah. If anything, this game's, something to keep pace for time. I've been at it for like 1 hour. Fuck's sake. Sonic Unleashed. From the time that you turn into the Werehog, to the time you get into, Apatos, the first town, for the first time. You know you're playing a video game. But holy hell, you also know you're an adventure right now. A grand fucking adventure. Sonic even says it himself. I mean, fucking self-awareness, albeit, but hey. You are in a world adventure. It needs to be addressed as such. Perhaps the Sonic Forces had the same level of, you know, complexity to it. Complexity in the simplest form. You have to know what you're doing, but you don't have to have your hand held. Sonic Forces holds your hand. It's a game made for filthy casuals. I'm sorry. If you like Sonic Forces, that's good. That's very good for you. But if you wanted a deep game, don't play Sonic Forces. You most likely will be disappointed. Holy hell, man. For fuck's sake, even Sonic Adventure is fucking more complex than Sonic Forces. Any day of the week. Both games are more complex. Of course, Shadow the Hedgehog might have been a clusterfuck, but at least that was also innovative. Get your shit right, Sega. Also, stop listening to these fucking man-children who seem to know what they're fucking talking about. But they don't. They never know what they're fucking talking about. It's a fucking problem. You wanna listen to your fans? Be more like Warframe. Be reasonable when you listen. Of course, my major complaint with Warframe is the fucking region chat, and that's about it. But hey, We can't all be perfect now, can we? Can we? Everybody seems to love Nintendo. I mean, Nintendo is always making the right choices, partnering up with Microsoft for their fucking collab. Let's mine together, let's suck each other's dicks on Fortnite together, whatnot. Real good job, Nintendo. Real fucking good job, Nintendo. I honestly don't know what to say as to why people would fucking defend this shit. Because it's really nothing. At the end of the day, you're not getting anything of a better experience. You're just playing with... If you... Okay, why this is really unnecessary, you really don't have to do this. Just get the same fucking console. Oh yeah, Dark Brotherhood. I haven't played it myself, but I haven't heard stellar things from it. I'm willing to watch it and give it a chance. Because originally... people thought that Sonic Chronicles, the Dark Brotherhood, was the prequel to Sonic Forces in a sense. Turns out it wasn't. Turns out every single theory about Sonic Forces was wrong because Sega didn't bother to put any fucking time into their game. Do you guys remember Infinite? The best Sonic character to date? Infinite. The Edge. The Edge is real. Somehow they made a character edgier than Shadow, but not for the right reasons. At least Shadow was more despondent than fucking tryhard. I'll give Infinite this. He had some cool ass lines. He had some very cool ass lines. But Shadow still blows him out of the park in general. Fuck's sake. Let's see. Oh yeah, going back to what I was talking about. Chip and Sonic have this relationship in the game where it's hard not to connect with Chip because he's literally like your go-to guy for development. Oh man, yeah. I mean, again, Sonic Forces wasn't bad, it was just incredibly underwhelming. Because Sega didn't do shit with the game. That's why I doubt the game was made over the course of 4 years. Otherwise, you know, we could have had another Unleashed if, you know, we actually fucking cared. But hey, we can't all be perfect now, can we? Fucking American bastards. I remember when people thought the fucking custom character was Bubsy. Oh, Bubsy, what a shitty platformer experience. But for the love of God. The love of Buddha. Don't care. You just have to be shitting me when it comes down to relationships in video games. Sonic and Chip had a better relationship than fucking Sonic and Tails. Like, this was like old school Sonic and Tails. I don't know what the fuck happened there, but hey. You got to get that Western accent out there, guys. Well, I personally think I sound like Eric fucking Cartman. Hello. Welcome to Baldi's Basics in Education and Learning. That's me. Yeah, fucking sake. I'm getting way too off topic here. Just being fucking silly. Let's see. Oh yeah. Chip was like Tails. Like the classic Tails. Innocent and there to sidekick / learn from Sonic. You resonate with Chip because he's your hourglass into the story. Or not hourglass, he's your guide into the story. Chip doesn't like tell you what's going on, but through Chip's eyes, even though he's more integral to the plot than you would think. But hey, you didn't play the game, so what? That's on you, mate. Chip's... okay, like, let me show you. I can't show you. What the fuck am I talking about? Let me tell you. Chip's photos that he takes throughout the game, and just the scenarios that you and Chip get into, are like, so memorable. I remember this one cutscene, we're both in Chunan, and they're fighting over a fucking dumpling with chopsticks. I mean, it's really cute at the end of the day, but it's also really funny. Because Sonic gets distracted and Chip gets it in the end. I mean, hell, I wish Forces did something that creative. Where's the relationship between Mario and the fucking hat that he's trying to fuck? In Odyssey. Does the hat ever try and do shit like that with Mario? No. Because the hat's just a gimmick. They didn't blend story and gameplay together, despite what anybody says. The hat is fucking uninspired. It's not innovative. It's just the fucking hat with eyeballs on it. It's Mario's cap. Oh, wait, I just remember what the hat's name was. It's fucking Cappy. Fucking Cappy. I mean, sorry, I didn't think no Mario characters would have the most complex names ever. But when you have fucking Cappy as the name of a fucking hat because you ran out of ideas, that's just fucking lazy. That's Sonic Forces quality writing right there. You could shit on Sonic Forces and Mario Odyssey for the same thing. That's kind of funny. That's really, really fucking funny. I mean, hell, you can disregard what I'm saying. What I'm telling you is that Mario Odyssey does not deserve the accolades that it got. Nowhere near the level of praise that Unleashed got. Or no. Unleashed wasn't near, even remotely, the praise that Odyssey got. Even though they're basically the fucking premise. But apparently everybody fucking hates Sonic when he does something innovative. When Mario does something a little more less Mario, everybody fucking loves it. Where's the love for Sonic, guys? This was fucking years. This was like almost a whole fucking decade after Unleashed. No, this year's Unleashed's fucking 10th anniversary, and it still gets treated like shit. That's pathetic. Hell, this game has Pixar production fucking value, and it's still treated like, oh, it's just another Sonic game. Such as when the completionist says, oh, I'm sorry guys, you know, for the sake of this review, we had to acknowledge how glitchy this game is going to be. As a Sonic game, what game isn't fucking glitchy? I'm sorry, The Elder Scrolls V wasn't fucking perfect. But, for fuck's sake, people love that game. And hell, Sonic Unleashed isn't even fucking, like, glitchy in that sense. If it's anything glitchy with it, it's more it's more so because the game was released in 2008. And I love how a 2008 game looks better than a fucking game from 2017. And a game from 2011. And a game from 2010. A game from 2014. Sonic Unleashed looks way better than Super Mario Odyssey too. When you get your ass kicked graphically by a game that was released like almost 10 years ago, you know you fucked up. But I guess since Nintendo has so many people defending its fucking properties, that Sonic can get fucked with so hard unless he joins Nintendo. Which I sure hope to God that never fucking happens. I personally believe Nintendo or like Disney. At one point, if you keep giving Nintendo all this shit, it's gonna backfire. There'll be nothing original anymore. Absolutely goddamn nothing original. Hell, Nintendo doesn't even let fans prosper the way that Sega does. It's just like the old saying, we do what Nintendo don't. But they, you know, it's actually not wrong. For example, let's see. Oh, hey, I got a perfect example. When Nintendo canceled another Metroid 2 remake, AM2R, again, and Super Mario Bros. Z, Sega opened the doors for fan-made projects. They didn't take them down because they were fan-made projects. They actually let fans work on their next classic Sonic game. How fucking awesome is that? You see Nintendo doing that shit? No, they hire people just to take down fan-made projects. If they're doing that, then how can you support them? That's scummy. That's bullying. Because they still haven't taken down that stupid, shitty, copyrighted Mario game, which is obviously a copyrighted Mario game. If it wasn't, why is there a fat fucking Italian plumber for Red Cap on it? In it? Why are there fucking bootleg Goombas in it? Why is there fucking stupid ass turtles in it? For fuck's sakes, mate. Nintendo isn't doing anything fucking creative. If it isn't the most scummy thing ever, the most deliberately disgusting thing ever, I'll be damned. Because in all honesty, this should be a fucking travesty, guys. Why aren't we speaking up about this? Given it was a few years ago, it doesn't excuse them from being fucking ugly. Fuck's sakes. Alright, what else? Oh, yeah. Did I really forget again? Nintendo also has a hand in stealing, once again, the past Sonic team members who worked on Sonic Unleashed, which is why Super Mario Odyssey became a thing. Again, you criticize Unleashed for doing things when the same fucking people worked on Mario Odyssey. I'm sorry. For fuck's sake, I see a huge fucking problem with that. You can't try and tell me that they don't deserve the flack that they're getting, or that Sonic Unleashed got, when it's the same fucking premise. The only problem here is that fucking Sonic isn't slapped on the cover. Because originally, you try and claim that Lost World ripped off Mario Galaxy, but Super Mario Odyssey ripped off fucking Sonic Unleashed. It's dirty. It's filthy. It can't be ignored. But people ignore it anyway. As is the age of the internet where fucking SJWs and feminists and fanboys rule and run wild. You know, I say the same thing all the time. If this year wasn't this fucking year, we wouldn't have so much stupid bullshit going on. 2010s were fucking horrible. Are fucking horrible. Well, I wouldn't say that all of 2010s were bad. When we were still kind of in the beginning of the 2010 era, things weren't that much of a problem. We didn't have all this bullshit going on. Let's see. We didn't have to deal with, stupid-ass people. Well, we've always been dealing with stupid-ass people, but, even further so. That's why it greatly does me a service. Not this service, a service, when I see people defending games like Sonic Unleashed. What they actually are, masterpieces. Not to be overlooked for games like Generations or Colors, which were by far lower budget titles. Okay. Hell, Super Mario Odyssey probably doesn't have the same amount of fucking money invested into it. But apparently that's fucking better. Because simple-minded fucking casuals must have played Unleashed at the time. No, Sonic Unleashed's daytime stages are fucking linear. Apparently you didn't do a lot of exploring. Cause Sonic Forces and Generations, well, Generations isn't really all that linear. But Sonic Forces, for a fact, is fucking linear as shit. The boost gameplay complements Unleashed. As much as people defend Generations and Colors, it wouldn't have happened without Unleashed. For fuck's sake. Give credit where credit's fucking due, goddammit. Buddha damn it, but you know. It comes back to why this video is important in the first place. Sonic Unleashed is an underappreciated game, hated by everybody for no fucking reason. I'm pretty sure Eagle Raptor would just love a chance to shit on this game. After all, it pretty much broke the fandom because of how fucking autistic the audience is. Yeah. For fuck's sake, we have Christian, we have fucking Sammy. Your reactions have consequences! You friggin' fricks! Hey, your thirst cannot be quenched! Quenched. Fucking hell. Quenched. I never thought I would hear that child say quenched. It's a little weird. But, anyways. Yeah, let's even talk about the last boss. I don't know what the last boss from, Odyssey was probably Bowser. Yeah. Yeah, really innovative, guys. The last boss of your game is fucking Bowser. Eggman wasn't even the boss of Sonic Unleashed. Well, I mean, Eggman is usually casted aside nowadays as a fucking boss. He's a throwaway boss now. He was the last boss in Lost World, which is a good tie-up. Good throwaway. I think Lost World had a decent plot in the end. Wasn't bad. It built some suspense. Mostly because you didn't know what the fuck was going on. Which, you know. The ever clever argument is, if you have to explain a story, it's shit. Okay, then what about Evangelion? Uh-huh. Why is Evangelion so good if you have to explain the story? I don't think anybody or everybody agrees with that opinion, but about it being fucking awesome, but everybody loves Evangelion. For some reason, a lot of people love JoJo, which, and I guess I can see why. JoJo is for American audience. What else? What the fuck did I just hear? Oh, fucking hell. I don't remember what that sound reminds me of. Oh wait, now I do. Oh, but if I do it, I'll be off topic. Fucking hell. Let's see, what else? Jeez, it's almost been 2 hours? How deep am I into this? I'd say I had to be pretty deep. Yeah, I'm pretty deep. So yeah. Unleashed is a masterpiece. When you see at the end of the game, the final boss, in all of its beauty. Dark Gaia doesn't just come from the lava. Oh, no. He comes in a pre-rendered cutscene. First, he looms over Sonic and Chip. After, you know, tossing Eggman to the side. Oh, big shocker there. Eggman is tossed to the side once again. Yeah. So after he's tossed to the side, who comes in? I forgot. Oh yeah. Fucking hell, this game is distracting me so hard. Dark Gaia looms over Sonic and Chip, and for all the fucking man-children who were like, oh yeah, the Werehog's fucking terrible, well, he loses the Werehog. You never had to see it again in another fucking game. So there you go. There you fucking go. Your Werehog's gone. And you get this emotional scene where Sonic is more concerned with Chip than himself, where he's so drained, he doesn't even think that he can actually do anything anymore. Which is a little inconsistent for Sonic, of all people, but I like to think the energy of a god interfering with how he fights, or how he, you know, interacts with his world, might have had something to do with it. And Super Sonic's supposed to recharge him fully. I know it doesn't in the game, but hell, you know, I wouldn't call it an inconsistency, because, you know, if you bring it up as an inconsistency, you'll probably ruin how climactic the scene was, where, hell, that wasn't even the last CG cutscene in the game. There's another scene where, you know, after you beat Dark Gaia Phase 1, ramming into all of his eyes of Sonic while beating the shit out of him with the Gaia Colossus, later on, later on, you see that he transforms again, and it's fucking grotesque, but it's awesome. But it's grotesque, but it's awesome. Anyone who's watched that cutscene will know what I mean. Another Pixar level cutscene, probably kids shouldn't be watching at that level of gruesomeness. I wouldn't say that was something from Berserk, but for the love of God, it wasn't something to digest while eating food. Not for me, at least. I mean, I wasn't eating, nor would I be squeamish enough to have that happen to me. But hey. Hi. So that was the last cutscene in the game. The pre-rendered graphics. That was the last time we see Sonic go super in the game in the CG cutscene, which a bit of poetic justice to it. Starts the game super form, and then he ends the game in a super form fashion. All the while, you get this, you still feel the sadness of it, the desperation. You're fighting for the fate of the world. Meanwhile, your best friend has to sacrifice himself so that you can live, and so that he can fulfill his role as guardian of the planet. When Chip has to throw Sonic back up to the planet's surface, he literally chucks him up after this scene where it further tugs on the heartstrings, and it makes you realize how far we've come together as characters. Minor disturbance. Alright. So, where was I? Why the fuck did I go right back in here? Oh dear God. Why the fuck did I go right back in here? Right, I'm gonna pick a different character this time to fuck around with. So let's see. Okay, yeah. So, the game ends with this sense of weight to it. You've accomplished your goal at the end of the adventure, but same time, Sonic conveys that, you know, he really didn't want the adventure to stop. When he lost Chip, and you could feel the bitterness, and the bitterness was strong. Like, you could literally tell, because the game ends in the same fashion that it started with. He falls back into the ground, but in his regular form. He spots Chip after, you know, looking around, but it's not Chip, it's his necklace, which Sonic uses as a bracelet that we never fucking see again. Ever. And I do mean ever. So, going into the end of the game, oh yeah, and Tails is back, which I don't know if many people paid attention to this little detail, but before the final fight with Dr. Eggman, or was it Eggman? Yeah, before the fight with Eggman, Tails is knocked away by this explosion of some sort. So, okay, that's why you don't see Tails helping out like an annoying ass character would at the end of the Generation's final fucking boss fight. Then you have Endless Possibility playing, one of the best Sonic songs to date, and you have Dear My Friend, the saddest Sonic vocal ever made. Which, don't give me that pussy shit from Sonic Forces. That was so undeserved. It was so try-hard. Sonic Forces was not a sad game. Let's account the fact that Tails almost wanted to fuck the classic Sonic. I swear to God, when classic Sonic started disappearing, it looked like Tails was trying to fucking kiss him. Did they forget Tails was fucking straight? They forget he wasn't a fucking faggot? Oh wait, I can't say that, I'll get demonetized. Whoops. I said, maggot. Yeah, trust me. Trust me, YouTube. You know? You have to love that word. The word maggot. Mm-hmm. Totally not bullshitting my way through this. No, not at all. Look at those nipples. Yeah, yeah. Look at those perfect round monkey nipples. Fucking kill me. I don't know why the fuck I would ever say that about fucking Taro. Get good, get God, get ass. Yeah, me too. Fucking hell. Alright. Time to fart our way to the finish line. Yeah. Ho ho. Yeah. Yeah. Did I get distracted again? Oh, look. I got distracted again. Alright. Let's see. What else? Oh, yeah. Back to Some Call Me Johnny. Back in Dark Gaia Phase 1, when you were running up onto the Dark Gaia's eye via the Gaia Colossus' pathways, there's a time limit in the left corner of the screen. Now, I'm unsure whether or not Some Call Me Johnny played on the Xbox or 360 or PlayStation 3 version, but the PlayStation 3 version has a clear fucking time limit. Unless he was playing on the Xbox 360, I don't want to watch the video again, but maybe. The time limit, if you literally look at the fucking screen, it's there. Unless you're a filthy fucking retard and can't look at a fucking screen to tell where the fuck shit is, I suggest you to get your eyes checked. Johnny's wearing glasses, so, you know, I don't know. Maybe the prescription is blinding him or some crap. You have to give the man some excuse, right? Nobody's perfect, right, guys? Nobody's perfect. You know? That's why everybody fucking hated Hitler. Hitler wasn't perfect at all. Holy hell, man. Holy hell. Johnny's review was also underwhelming, just like the completionist. As well as a few other YouTubers I saw. But the reason I didn't give a shit about their opinion is because these guys seem like they were pretty much Nintendo fans. Nintendo fans are notorious for... A lot of Nintendo fans I see nowadays are notorious for not liking Sonic or some shit like that. I don't really care, to be honest. Do you, man? But I think Blue Hedgehog is any day more creative of a design than a fucking fat Italian plumber shoving his way down tubes trying to fuck a princess who gets captured every single time by a giant fucking turtle. Godzilla! That you? Come on, Godzilla! We go on trip! Fucking hell, Godzilla! You fucking pussy! I bet you won't kill my wife again! Oh, I'm sorry, Mario doesn't get pussy from Peach. How could I ever have forgotten? Oh, man. I mean, Sonic's kissed a princess before, but... it was really one-sided. It was fucking bestiality, too. The best part about that was it was right in front of fucking Amy. No fucks given by her. Ew. Oh, look, it's the JoJo community trying to shoot me to death. I swear to God, it looks like I fucking spanked him or smacked him on each ass cheek like once. Yeah, I probably smacked him on each ass cheek like once. He's got 2 of them after all. Solid gameplay! I want more! I want it now! I want it like my wall. Nice and sturdy. Oh. Alright. Alright. Tell me one Mario game. Of the main line Mario games. Where you see Mario ever do anything besides fucking jump. Okay, I won't count 64 and all that. Because it's really not a component of his. That was like the only times you see Mario get innovative. When he has a fucking punch and a kick, but they're not useful. Which, unlike Sonic's drop kick and Unleashed, which serves the purpose of destroying enemies, Mario's punch and kick is only useful for certain situations. Okay, I guess the same can be applied to Sonic's drop kick too. You, majority of the time, won't be using it after all. I'm just saying, but hey. Tell me why. Why? Why is Mario fucking Odyssey so innovative when it's basically still the same format. Nothing's really changed. Unlike Unleashed, a revolutionary gameplay style for a Sonic series. Unleashed was how you fuckers got your generations and your colors and your fucking forces. You wouldn't have gotten that without Unleashed. Or, sorry, Rush. But still, same difference. In 3D format, you wouldn't have gotten that without Unleashed. I'm sorry, but it's true. Get over it. Yeah. Or get you fucking bitch slapped like me just now. Why am I even fucking playing as this character? Alright, I'm gonna have some real fun now. But hey, you can't exactly fault Mario for being simplistic. Look at his design. His design is very fucking simplistic. That's probably why he hates his brother so much, because they're basically the same fucking character. Oh. Hashtag Luigi was originally a reskin from Mario, who became his own character. It's kind of like Dark Pit in a sense, from, well, at least Dark Pit wasn't a pussy. He was like a shadow to Pit's Pit. Or Pit's Sonic. No, Pit's a very fucking... Pit's a cuck. If I'm being serious, he's a fucking cuck. He's not enthusiastically charming like Sonic is. He's not carefree. He's a bitch who listens to other people. Now, I respect him more, but unfortunately that would mean having to put my head right up Nintendo's ass and let them put their shit right down my mouth. Now, Nintendo was a woman, and a very attractive woman. Would I do this? No. I wouldn't do this. Because at the end of the day, Nintendo's only doing it because they don't fucking care about you. Nintendo will literally wipe their own ass with your face. It's sad, but You can't escape that fate once you've signed on. It's unfortunate. But fortune favors the strong-willed. Just don't give in! Oh, look. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that's another reason why I don't like the idea of having Nintendo buy out Sonic and Sega. Because Sega of Japan is still doing very fucking well. It's just Sega of America that needs to get their shit together. Good God, Sega of America have been, like, dropping the ball lately. Create another Shinobi game, actually. For fuck's sake. Shinobi was pretty good. Well, no Ninja Gaiden, obviously, but hey. Neither was the new God of War. So, by that logic, of course the new God of War is not a fucking Ninja Gaiden game. It's a fucking lame-ass, story-driven game. It's The Last of Us, but in the God of War franchise. Oh my. Oh my. Oh me, oh my, oh why. Where was I? Let's see. Oh, yes. I think I'll draw this to a close in a bit. Seeing as I've been going for 2 hours, and I might have made my point already. This has really been scatterbrained. It's probably because of all the interruptions I've been having. But, if I had a script, nah. Scripting is not as fun as me actually just talking. I want to have fun. But I suppose it should be fun to the viewers too. Therefore, yeah, I'm tossing out the idea of a script actually having any effect on the actual fucking video itself. Yeah, ew. I mean, I guess that's why I'm playing J-Stars right now. You know, Jump Force is probably gonna be much better. Excluding the fact that it has the usuals like Naruto in it. It's funny how Naruto gets more representation than Bleach does. I honestly think it really is. Yeah. Although, I've been seeing more things from Bleach lately. Okay. Let's see. Draw us to a close. If you don't take this fucking fuck-ton long video as something to go by, because it's already 2 hours in. Sonic Unleashed is a very heavily underappreciated game. I didn't deserve all of the shit it was getting. Fuck's sake. Can I fucking run here? God. I think I did the fucking combo wrong. Fucking hell. But if you find a problem with what I'm saying, this video probably isn't for you. You're welcome to think whatever the hell you want about Sonic Unleashed. But I'm just telling you why you probably shouldn't just follow bandwagon or think a certain way without actually experiencing it for yourself. Because this game was made out of love. It was made with passion. Super Mario Odyssey is just another brainchild by Nintendo. I'm sorry, I honestly, when I looked at Odyssey, I didn't feel love that I felt for Unleashed. Like I said, there's a lack of innovation here. That's clearly missing for Unleashed. And I'm not saying Unleashed was a perfect game or anything, but I'll be damned if it wasn't a fucking joyride. Like, if you legitimately had a problem with Unleashed, other than that usual crap, I may or may not have addressed a few things. I left out the sun and moon rings, which, again, that's a byproduct of your exploration, so how much you collect depends on how you play the game. You know, you don't have to speedrun every game you play. Of course, Sonic Unleashed is a game that you can finish in multiple sessions. Sonic Forces is a game you can finish in one session. Sonic Generations is a game you can also finish in one session, assuming you're not doing the side stuff. Even then, it's probably a game you can finish in one session. Sonic Colors? Sonic Colors honestly depends, in all honesty. I didn't really find anything substantial that would keep you playing for like over at least 2 hours. I mean, if you do, then good, that's getting through the game in your own pace, but hey, I'm just saying, that's the biggest problem with Sonic Colors right there. The Wii really didn't have an appealing look for the game, so it didn't age all that well. Sorry if this just sounds rambling. This whole video's been like that. Holy hell. Let's see. What else recently? Oh, well. Okay, I'm gonna exclude anything that isn't boost gameplay. Alright. I recommend, if Sonic Unleashed gets a remaster in the near future, I recommend playing it. Because why the hell not? Why the actual hell not? Sonic Unleashed seems like a game you should play because of the remaster. Especially when they could touch up on something, but for the love of God. Roger Craig Smith has to go. He can't be the voice of Sonic. I'm sorry. No way in hell. This is coming from a fan, not a fanboy. There's a difference. Smith needs to get the fuck out of office. If he was president, I would have had him impeached like a fuck ton of years ago. Hell, if he was a president, he'd be doing a jack shit awful job. Like, holy hell, if, I don't really know my presidents well, nor do I care enough about my presidents to fucking name how that would rank. Let me put it like this. Okay, if Ryan Drummond is the original Naruto, and Jason Griffith is Naruto Shippuden, then Roger Craig Smith is Boruto. That's a listing from best to worst. Yeah. That's how fucking terrible I think Roger Craig Smith does. Therefore, move on from Smith. If you can, try and get Drummond back, but actually fucking pay for him and his union this time. The man needs to make money. So glad he didn't sign on to Sega for fucking free. That would have been a waste of his talent. in all honesty. I mean, for the love of God. Relegating the man to work for fucking free. Sega, this isn't a communistic country. As much as that would probably, as much good as that would do in the perfect world, it's not a communist country. You're gonna get shit if you ask him to work for you. That's unfortunate, but it's reality of the situation. Let's see. The Sun and Moon medals could be dialed back a bit. I will admit that they were kind of a nuisance to collect, just to advance to certain parts. Back on the PS2 version, when you collected enough Sun and Moon medals, it would let you open secret parts of Gaia temples. It's a really neat addition, but you know, those were due rankings, and the PS2 versions of Sonic Unleashed was kind of shittier in terms of gameplay. It was okay, but the reviews that IGN gave it instead of the HD versions are fucking pitiful. I don't like ratings, but the HD version should not have gotten a 5 out of 10. Nor should the PS2 and Wii version have gotten a fucking 7.5 out of 10. I think Sonic Unleashed is a game worth about an 8 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it's a hell of an experience. It's a phenomenal game. I love how a lot of people are coming out of the woodwork to say and praise the game for being what it is today. Even though the game was underappreciated and lost people, and the fans lost people their jobs because of how stupid they were when they decided to judge the game. If it weren't for that, we'd still have some amazing fucking games rated with quality, instead of the half-assed trash we've been getting for the past few years. I hope they do recasting soon, just for Sonic. Tails is fine. Oh, Amy, Minnie Mouse, I'm not so sure. I could care less. Knuckles, I don't really care. They should hire 4Kids version of Vector back. Find the computer room! I butchered it, but for fuck's sake, that was a fucking funny voice. He wasn't suave like the original, he was just fucking silly. Maybe that's why people hate the Chaotix so much. That's all I have to say. Yep. Oh man. As years go by, realize what we had and what we've lost. We lost so much potential for Sonic that Mario got for no fucking reason besides the fact that people weren't happy with what Sonic did with the potential when the potential was fucking good. Oof. Is all I can say to that. Oof. How did we get to this? What is the meaning of life? Why are we here? And I depart with you all with that question. And I'm ending it here. Goodbye.